Hi, my name is Michael Gruner, and this is for CSD 4405, Explain a Concept, Cranial Nerves. Target audience is a 6-year-old. What I'm going to talk to you about today is a little complicated and may have a few large and fancy words. I'm going to make this as simple as possible. Here we have a picture of the brain, which is like the command center. Our brain needs to be able to talk to the different parts of our body. Each part of the body has a special area in the brain that controls different functions. And for your brain to tell your body to jump or look over there, the information has to travel down a bunch of wires. These wires are known as the cranial nerves. I know the words look big and hard to say, but I'll guide you through and with colors and simple descriptions of what they do. You can see that one side of the brain looks the same as the other side if you split it down the middle. Let's look at the first cranial nerve. As this is colored in yellow at the top. This is the olfactory nerve. It is a sensory nerve and has to do with our sense of smell. The second cranial nerve is in this light green area. It's the optic nerve. The optic nerve is a sensory nerve. It has to deal with our sense of sight or how we see. The third cranial nerve is in the orange area. It is the ocular motor nerve. The ocular motor nerve is a motor nerve. It has to deal with our movements and how we move our eyes. The fourth cranial nerve is in the pink area on the left, the trochlear nerve. It is a motor nerve that has to deal with the eye movements. The fifth cranial nerve is in the dark blue area. It is the trigeminal nerve. It is both a motor and sensory nerve. It receives sensation from the face and helps move our muscles. The sixth cranial nerve is in the purple area. It is called the abducens. It is a motor nerve. It also deals with our eye movements. The seventh cranial nerve is in the dark green area. It is the facial nerve. It is both a motor nerve and a sensory nerve. It controls tastes and the front part of our tongue and helps control the muscles in our face for our facial expressions. The eighth cranial nerve is in the teal area. It is a vestibular cochlear nerve. It is a motor nerve. It has to deal with our ability to balance and our ability to hear. The ninth cranial nerve is in the other yellow area at the bottom. It is the glossopharyngeal nerve, both a motor and sensory nerve. It has to deal with our sense of taste in the back part of the tongue, and it also controls the muscles needed for swallowing. The 10th cranial nerve is in the brown area. It is the vagus nerve. It is both motor and sensory, and it has to deal with the controlling muscles for voice and the sensation from our throat and abdomen. The 11th cranial nerve is in the dark pink area. It is the accessory nerve, a motor nerve that has to deal with the control of the head and shoulders. The 12th cranial nerve is in the gray area. It deals with the hypoglossal nerve, a motor nerve that has to deal with swallowing and how we produce speech.